What's up, Waymakers? It's me, Mommy Suna. This is an odd thing for me to do, to make a third video in 1 week, but I saw this and I needed to make a video about it. So biggest shout out ever goes to the MLM boss babe. Yes, Pop-Tart, every time. The MLM boss babe on Instagram has been covering this very thoroughly and they did a really great job. We're just basically going to go through their story just in case anyone missed it, because I would have missed it. One of you guys messaged me and was like, did you see this? Anyway, so just to preface, Paparazzi, the luxury jewelry MLM, that was a joke, hosted a convention in Las Vegas, I think a few weeks ago. Pop-Tart's head is wet and I don't know why. As we should know, like right as they were going out there, Las Vegas put out another mask mandate. So right before convention, the paparazzi huns were all pissed off that they were gonna have to wear a mask again. Anyway, we'll go through that again, but before I get into it, I just want to put out a disclaimer. Guys, we are a pro-vaccine community here. If you are an anti-vaxxer and you try to post any bullshit in the comments, any conspiracy theories, any it's not FDA approved or mRNA is gonna change your DNA, any of that shit and more, I will delete your comment, because this is not a place to be spreading conspiracy theories and misinformation. Get your fucking vaccine if you haven't already. Quit being selfish, quit being fucking dumb. All right? Yeah, I said it. I think you're selfish and dumb if you haven't gotten your vaccine, if you haven't had any kind of medical reason not to get it. Obviously. It's stupid that I even have to say that, but right. You will not sway my opinion. I'm already vaccinated. And I'm doing great, sis. It's not an experimental drug. The science behind all of the vaccines that we have available to us have been around for decades. So get your vaccine and quit being a little bitch. Pop-Tart says get your vaccine. Anyway, that disclaimer's out there. Y'all are the fucking reason that we're all still stuck in this house, that mandates are coming back, and you all want to bitch and be little toddlers about wearing a piece of cloth over your face. Hey, no one likes to wear a mask. None of us want to do it, but if y'all would just fucking comply. Anyway, sorry. I think by now you all should know how I feel about the vaccine, and if you don't, you can follow me on Instagram, because I'm posting my opinion about it all the fucking time. Anyway, all right, let's get into it. I'm going to pull up the MLM boss babe story. Well, I guess it's highlights by now, and we'll just go through this bullshittery. It is the epitome of dun 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 dun. You know what I mean? So 1 week ago, Las Vegas, Nevada is currently a COVID hotspot. No surprise there. And they have an indoor mask mandate for everyone, vaxxed or not. Ask Paparazzi Accessories and their reps if they give a shit. Fucking nope. Okay, let's just take a minute to look at this picture here. Obviously, I'm not going to be blurring out anyone's faces. Just a reminder, it is literally a mandate that if you are inside in Las Vegas, you have to be wearing a mask. And are any of these people doing it? Fucking no. No, they're not. This is what we call a super spreader event, everybody. Here we go. Everyone's dancing. Come join the dance party. None of them care. They definitely don't care. I mean, there are people in this picture who don't even have a mask around their neck to be pulled onto their face. Some of these people don't care. Now, I'm obviously going to acknowledge that you can still get COVID, even if you do wear a mask, even if you are vaccinated. I know you can. I know that. We all know that by now. We all live on this same planet. I don't know. I question that a lot of times. Are we all living on the same fucking planet? I don't even know anymore some of these days. But we're aware. The thing is that 99% of people who are dying from COVID right now, which deaths are worse right now than they were this time last year. All of that is more now than it was at the peak, or what we thought was the peak anyway. It's fucking ridiculous. The thing is that, yeah, 99% of people who are dying right now are unvaccinated. At this point, I'm like, this should have just been an event for vaccinated people. I'm absolutely of the belief that businesses should be allowed to require proof of vaccination at this point. You want to fucking go out? If you are complying with the way the world is right now, if you are doing everything you can for the greater good of the public, you should be the one who's allowed to go out and do shit. Not these fucking anti-vaxxers. They can fucking stay home. You know what I mean? That's how I feel. Fight me on it. Shit. Mask mandate? What's that? Okay, I see one person with a mask. It wasn't covering their nose though. Jazz hands for mask non-compliance. Look at this shit. More like Delta Squad. Yeah, it's a lot of fucking people. And apparently this was at the MGM Grand, which from what I understand is one of the biggest hotels in the country, if not the biggest. I don't know. Look at how many fucking people are here. Hey, MGM Grand, you can do better. Pretty sure MGM Grand is a building in the city of Las Vegas, and they are required to comply with the mask mandate. And clearly, no one there was doing a very good job either. Where's the punishment for MGM Grand? There should be one. So a week ago, MLM Boss Babe said what could possibly go wrong with an arena packed with Huns who refuse to comply with local mask mandates in a city where COVID is running rampant. It is a very Hun thing to do to be an anti-vaxxer. Like, for some fucking reason, all of these goddamn Huns all the time never want to get vaccinated. So what could possibly go wrong during, you know, an outbreak that should have never happened if people were just, you know, doing what they're supposed to be doing? So cut to yesterday when I saw this, one of you guys pointed it out to me, and here on MLM Boss Babe's stories, she posted, remember last week when I posted all those photos of maskless consultants at the paparazzi convention in Vegas? And now, before we get into this part, I know there are gonna be people being like, oh my god, you're making content out of sick people. I'm fucking sorry, but they asked for this shit. I have no sympathy for these people. None. Not a fucking shred. Unless you're vaccinated and wearing a mask here. If you are both of those things, doing what you're supposed to be doing in a fucking stadium. If you're one of those people and you happen to catch COVID, I do feel bad for that person, but those people are going to be very few and far between. So I just want to point that out here. I don't feel bad for these people. I don't. You mean it's Vinny, you don't have a heart. I don't give a shit. It's been a year and a half, dude. Get your heads out of your ass. It don't hurt, but my concern is I see a lot of these paparazzi people, who went to Vegas on my timeline saying they're not feeling well now. I hope you feel better soon. It doesn't hurt. It sounds like many consultants got COVID. Uh-oh, here we go. You're like the 6th person that went to Vegas that's sick. Oh, what? People are sick? People attended a super spreader event and they're sick and now they're all fucking surprised? I have a lot of paparazzi boxes to open and paparazzi pre-claims from my VIP group, but I will not be opening them. I tested positive for COVID today. After you all talk about me and say, oh, she was just in Vegas and now she got the Rona, make sure to pray for me and my family too, okay? Prayers haven't been working the past year and a half. How many times have we heard someone with COVID say, pray for me? Here's the thing. Again, if you're doing all the shit you're supposed to be doing, getting the vaccine and wearing a mask, and you still get COVID, I mean, prayers ain't gonna do shit, but you'll at least have my condolences and my empathy and sympathy. But if this person who posted this said, I'm gonna go to Vegas and not wear a mask and not be vaccinated and party and suck face with everyone at the paparazzi convention, no, prayers ain't gonna do shit, but you don't have my sympathy either. I get it. Who could have known that attending a convention in a COVID hotspot with people everywhere not wearing masks would have caused people to spread the virus around? Nice job putting on that super spreader event, paparazzi accessories. Thank you, paparazzi. Great job. That was a really good fucking idea to be doing that. Great job. This is not meant to be negative, just a PSA. Keep comments positive. Thanks. Please, if you were at paparazzi convention and now have COVID-19, please tell those you were around. Just send a PM and it will be kept confidential. I did wear my mask and used lots of sanitizer in Vegas and have been wearing my double mask since I have been home whenever I'm around people. But please do the right thing and inform others that you were around that you now have COVID. Thank you. This is something that you should not have to be doing. This should not be happening. But yes, can you not stay quiet about it? What, are you ashamed? Oh, suddenly you're ashamed of not being vaccinated? You seemed to not give a shit when you were posting all your anti-vax shit on Facebook earlier, Karen. I haven't felt good and I'm really tired. I woke up with the worst headache I've ever had today and was extremely sick at my stomach. I went to get tested for COVID and my results will be back in 2 days. Matt is going to get me a rapid test also, and if positive, I will post on Facebook because I was around a lot of people this past week. Until I find out my results, I won't be around my paparazzi room or jewelry, so please be patient with me. Damn, she looks sad, y'all. But that's the other thing too, is that their irresponsible actions are now making it so that, you know, how paparazzi Huns sell a lot of their inventory on Facebook Lives. We should all know this by now. This is how a lot of them, if not going to trade shows and shit, which shouldn't be happening right now either because, you know, COVID. So if they're not doing doing that, you know, they're probably selling on Facebook Live. Oh, but now they're infected with a fucking virus that's killing people, so it's very unsafe for them to be touching the shit that makes them money. It's like, did you not think this through? What could possibly go wrong? I don't know. Now suddenly you can't even work your biz, sweaty. These people are so dumb. After being shut down or told not to discuss it, I truly ask for all your prayers for my fellow paparazzi brothers and sisters who are testing positive for COVID after our sold out convention that we celebrated in Las Vegas. Sold out. It was a fucking stadium, man. And it's sold out. It's sold out. Thousands of fucking, oh my God. Why did this even happen? Who let this happen? Who thought this was a good idea? They're putting people's safety and health at risk for the sake of selling tickets to a convention. Okay, yeah, you're really ethical, paparazzi. Great job. After being shut down or told not to discuss it. So we'll get into this in a second. But yeah, paparazzi is shutting down, deleting comments, blocking people who are bringing any of this up. We'll get into that in a minute. Anyway, talking about it doesn't place blame, nor is it a negative conversation. No, we should be placing blame. Yeah, there's a lot of people to blame. I would say starting at the top, MGM Grand, then paparazzi, and then every single person who went to a fucking super spreader event without wearing a mask and not being vaccinated. All of those people are to blame. And if you want to try to say, oh no, they didn't mean for this to happen, it's like you should have known better. If you drink alcohol and then get behind the wheel of a car and be like, I'm not gonna kill anybody, and then you fucking kill somebody, it's like the same thing. Dude, come on. This part doesn't make sense. Talking about someone's situation right now is no different than talking about buying a house right now or giving birth right now. What does that have to do with anything? What? Why do people have to assume everything is negative? I'll tell you one thing that's not negative. Everybody's COVID test from the paparazzi conference. That shit is positive, baby. We are all adults and we made individual decisions when we decided to wear a mask, not wear a mask, attend populated events, not attend populated events, fly on a plane or drive, wash our hands until they cracked from dryness, or only occasionally using hand sanitizer. I mean, hopefully there weren't any kids at that conference. There probably were. There's always kids at these conferences, but I fucking hope not, because those kids are all going back to school now. It's just so irresponsible. I can't even. Anyway, yep, you're all adults, but spreading the virus to anyone who wasn't at that conference, just someone you contact at a grocery store because they have to, you know, buy food. That person did not ask to be infected with your fucking paparazzi disease. So yeah, you made the individual choice and now you have COVID. But anyone that you came in contact with after that, they didn't ask for this shit. So your personal adult decision is actually affecting other people too. So fuck you. I just want my paparazzi family to know I'm praying for everyone who tested positive, whether you contracted it through carelessness or by being overly careful. At least this person admitted that carelessness is involved here, because this is very careless. I'm always here if you need a friend to talk about your situation right now. Okay, whatever. It appears that some of my paparazzi family, what? Who went to convention came home with COVID and are very sick. To my paparazzi family, I love you guys. I am sending much love, hugs, and prayers of healing to you and your family. Get well soon. Listen, no one wants people to be sick. That's why there's a vaccine. That's why we want you people to get the fucking vaccine. That's why we want you to wear a mask. It's not that hard. It should not come down to, we're praying for you, sisters. It shouldn't come down to that. It should just be a matter of, this should have been eradicated a long time ago. Many of my paparazzi family have come back from convention and are testing positive for COVID. I'm praying for you. I'm praying for a quick and easy healing. Please rest and take care of yourselves. God has got you. God hasn't got any of the millions of people who have died from COVID. What makes them any different from the people who haven't died? You know, how come they got to die? God didn't give a shit about them, I guess. At least this person here on this screenshot seemed to have some kind of brain cell. I'm so sorry, but come on, people, stop gathering in large groups. This Delta variant is nothing to fool around with. Many prayers for those who have gotten sick. If you fuck around, this kind of shit happens. God didn't have those 4.3 million people who have died from COVID so far worldwide, so why are you any different? Or why were they any different? It's bullshit. Due to unforeseen circumstances, all live sales are on hold. I had to get a COVID test done yesterday. I was feeling poopy, tired, and turns out a few people I was around at convention tested positive, hoping for a negative test. All packaging this week will be done as usual with sanitation, gloves, and mask on, but this time by someone else. I appreciate any prayers at this point. My husband and I are just simply exhausted. No additional symptoms for me at this point. Love you, ladies. To all my customers, I won't be live until further notice, as some paparazzi consultants who also went to conventions have tested positive for COVID, as as well as one of my teammates so far. Hubby and I have been tested. Our rapid results are negative, and we are waiting our PCR results, and if they are negative, we will retest next week to be safe. If you ordered anything off my lives this week, please note they are on hold and will be sanitized. Thank you so much for understanding, and please stay safe, mask up, and sanitize. If your PCR result is negative, wait until 14 days from the time of exposure to retest. Sometimes it takes 14 days for it to show up. Yep, see, that's another thing, is that a lot of people are probably testing negative right now and being like, I'm good, and then running off into the world and doing their regular shit, and then, you know, another week goes by and, oh no, look it, they're sick, they got the vid.
So I am positive for COVID. Those of you that know, we were in Vegas. Vegas is mask mandated, so we did wear masks the whole time. Hold on, let me pick my hair up. We did wear masks the whole time. But that goes to show you wearing a mask or not wearing a mask. If COVID is gonna, if you're gonna be exposed to COVID, you're just gonna be exposed to COVID.
If you're gonna be exposed to COVID, you're gonna be exposed to COVID. Yes, thank you for making that clear. This particular hun that we just saw, you know, the MLM boss babes got dirt on her too. We wore a mask the whole time. And here we see, oh look, a picture of her not wearing a mask. Not even, she didn't even have a mask hanging from her neck, baby. Look at that, standing next to someone not wearing a mask. Oh, look at that. She's not wearing a mask there. I don't even see a mask in this picture, except for the one that the lady next to her is wearing. Oh, look, she's got a mask there. She's got a mask there, guys. But, it's not doing you any good there.
Hey, hold on, let me put myself together, okay?
Okay, y'all, she just got her elite gifts.
So that was the end of the highlights, but MLM Boss Babe also posted this on their story after this. It says paparazzi is now blocking anyone who mentions the convention or the COVID cases. They are also deleting all comments on social media that address it. So, okay, let's just sweep it under the rug. There's this Delta variant going around, and it's literally killing people, including our consultants who make the uplines fucking rich. Who gives a shit about any of them? We're just gonna pretend it's not happening. It's totally not our fault for holding a convention in Las Vegas in the biggest hotel out there in a fucking stadium with no precautions at all, not following local mandates, but it wasn't our fault. So, delete, block, like, oh my god. How do you feel about paparazzi hosting their convention at the MGM last week with documented mask mandate, non-compliance, and allowing a super spreader causing a bunch of their consultants to contract COVID, spread it around Las Vegas, and then get on planes and spread it across the country? I mean, yeah, that's literally what happened. Great job. This is a screenshot that we looked at earlier, but the MLM Boss Babe added, this is important to keep in mind. These consultants are being told not to speak about the COVID cases. So far, several of the COVID or COVID-related posts I shared have been removed by the original poster. They are trying to hide it, which means many of these consultants likely have it, but have been told not to share or speak about it. Paparazzi deleting comments and blocking. Hi, I'm back here another day because there's some updates. They just don't stop. They don't stop, you guys. So with everything I'm about to show you guys, there's probably going to be more updates after this too. So I just highly suggest following the MLM Boss Babe on Instagram for the rest of whatever updates happen here. I just want to showcase what I can, but I just get the feeling that this is only going to get so much worse. It's already getting worse by the day. But so I woke up this morning to this story from the MLM Boss Babe. Said a few more. Wanted my squad to know I appreciate every purchase. As many of you know, I am out for 2 weeks, unable to work due to being positive for COVID. So this helps me supplement my income, and for y'all, I am very grateful. See, it's stupid though, because some of these people are like, I'm not shipping anything out. I'm not doing any sales at all because I'm COVID positive. And then some of these people are like, I'm COVID positive, so I have to work. So like, they don't give a shit about sanitizing and quarantining and, you know, not touching shit that's going to be shipped out to other people. I get it, chick. Like, you gotta work, you gotta make an income, but it's just so funny that one of the biggest things that people use as an excuse to join a multi-level marketing company is like, oh, you get to work from your home, you get to make money from home. And it's like, these people aren't even doing that. What happened to that time freedom, financial freedom, working from your phone, being your own boss? I mean, we'll see more examples of this here, but like, most of them are just like, like, can't work, got COVID, can't ship shit out, got COVID. It's like, oh, okay, so it's not really all that different from having a real job. Anyway, important update. Hello, my dear friends. I wanted to let you know that I won't be live selling for a while. Coming back from our trip, I felt ill and got tested positive for COVID. I've been in bed the last few days taking care of my symptoms. I will be putting wall drops on the VIP page and continue to add more pieces of my website. Please continue to shop my website and wall drops to help my family out, for this is our only source of income. Thank you. I miss and love you all. So this is another person who seems to be willing to just ship shit out. I mean, maybe they're taking proper precautions to sanitize all the shit, all the inventory that they're loading that they have to ship out to people. So this one is an update from the lady who we saw earlier who said we wore a mask the whole time. And then obviously we have just boatloads of proof that she didn't. She said, my sweet baby tested positive. Stand in agreement with me that he will stay symptoms free in Jesus' name. Yeah, that's helped a lot of people over the past year. God's only killing the non-believers, right? Fuck off. So I've been feeling pretty down on myself since convention. I actually missed so much of the paparazzi action and sessions from my migraines. I was so mad at myself for not showing up. We drove all the way to Vegas, spent so much money to get there and everything, and when I do arrive, I'm sick with horrible migraines. That put a big damper on the experience for me, but I did push through and had some great experiences on a few days, and had great fun when I could with my family, so I did make memories. Then coming home, I started getting sicker and sicker, and it continued all week. Turns out I have a bad sinus infection and bronchitis, no COVID. The scary part is that a lot of my paparazzi family tested positive for COVID, people I would have met up with, hugged, and hung out with. If I would have pushed through the migraines, I could have gotten COVID, added that to my bronchitis, and I would definitely be in the hospital rather than home with Mucinex and antibiotics. Sometimes you have to be thankful for certain steps you didn't take and look at the bigger picture. I'll be forever grateful for the experiences I was there for, but thankful for my angels protecting me and my family's health. Okay, yeah, so migraines are a gift from Jesus now at this point? Is that what we're saying? MLM Boss Babes, like, imagine feeling grateful for migraines. Yeah, how about just don't go to the convention? And also, you probably should take another COVID test at this point. We know they're not always positive on the first time. Sometimes there's an incubation period, like we all know this by now, right? Please say a prayer for my paparazzi sister and also friend. She has COVID and now is in ICU with pneumonia. First test came back negative and a couple days later it was positive and she entered the hospital. Please y'all, take this virus seriously. Every day it's someone else on here with it. Some people just have little symptoms and some don't make it. Please stay out of large crowds. Her husband also has it too. I mean, I don't know if this person was at convention, but for someone who's saying please take this virus seriously, I'm gonna hope that she didn't go to convention if she is practicing what she preaches. I was wondering about you guys. My granddaughter, other grandma that sells paparazzi, they all went to Vegas and all 4 of them have COVID. Prayers for you for sure. Get well soon. Praise the Lord. My test just came back negative. I wait for 5 days to get my test and results be more accurate. If you do right away, the results may not show. What I've been feeling in my throat since Tuesday night after my live was the change of weather and AC. That's the main reason why I took breaks from lives. Didn't want to touch merchandise before knew what was going on and want to protect all of you. It's funny how this person has that in their mind, but like a bunch of other people are just like, I'm still posting wall drops on my Facebook. Let me know if you want me to ship these to you. No, I'd rather you keep your germs to yourself, bitch. I'm going to let rest my voice this afternoon, and tomorrow I will start with lives again. Thanks for prayers and all your support. Please keep all my paparazzi sisters in prayers because some of them, they still sick or getting positive results with COVID. Hashtag praise the Lord. Hashtag no excuses, just results. What? Why would you put that hashtag in there? Anyway, this one rubs me the wrong way because she's like, praise the Lord. My test is negative. Okay, well, what about all those other people who are like, pray for me, I have a positive result? How come Jesus and the Lord are so willing to protect you over Karen over there when she's sitting here asking for prayers too? It's just so hypocritical and stupid, and I know that rubs a lot of people the wrong way when I say that shit, but it's like, why are you any more important, you know? Did you pray harder? So this person that we saw earlier, she also spread it to her kids. Yes, both kids have COVID too. Many people have asked how they can help. Here's our address. We have 2 kids in the home, unfortunately, that will be bored out of their mind. Addie is 5, almost 6, and Devin is 13, almost 14. Matt will be bored too. He is used to being gone, so pray for us mentally too. We all made wish lists on Amazon that I will post in the comments. Oh, okay, so now you're using COVID to panic panhandle to get some gifts from Amazon when you're the one who made a fucking stupid ass decision in the first place? Your kids wouldn't have COVID if you had stayed the fuck home. But hey, good for you. I'm glad your innocent children have a chance at suffering now. Thanks. Great job. If you come across a paparazzi consultant who got COVID at convention that isn't currently in MLM Boss Babe stories or in the Papa COVID highlight reel, please send me a link or screenshot. Please pray for my paparazzi brothers and sisters. We had a convention in the MGM in Las Vegas that was open to 10,000 of our consultants. 10,000? Really? That's so many. I mean, I believe it from the pictures. Since returning, we've been hearing story after story of, we were vaccinated, we wore our mask. Well, yeah, I mean, we've seen proof of those things not being true. And still, after returning, caught flu-like symptoms or tested positive for COVID. Yeah, probably the ones who tested positive but didn't have the flu-like symptoms are the people who are vaccinated. So there's that. Anyway, I don't have proof of that. I'm just assuming. Many of my team members are seriously ill right now. Please keep them in your prayers. This is why I canceled going this year, because of the high transmission rate. Well, good for this person. At least they had the fucking foresight to not be part of that. If you plan to come in contact with anyone who's been in these kinds of situations where they have been down to the famously called City of Sin, oh my god, why would you even... Oh, anyway, please take caution and use common sense when around them, like you would for someone with the common cold or flu. Stay 6 feet away, wash your hands if you must, use a mask, and abide by state and local recommends. In such a controversial time, there should not be any fucking controversy over this. You get your fucking vaccine and you don't go to a fucking stadium full of 10,000 people. Where's the controversy in that? People are making a controversy out of it, but fucking there's no good and logical reason for it. In such a controversial time, a little respect for other well-being goes a long way. Hey, a way to respect other people's well-being is to get yourself vaccinated. How about that? You have gone to one of these hot spots and traveling to other locations. Please be considerate of the health conditions of those around you and how passing something like this could affect their lives. Yeah, and the lives of the people they come in contact with too. It's a lot bigger than just you, Karen. I know I was extremely lucky when I had COVID that I didn't end up on a ventilator considering my health issues. Stay safe. If you went to convention in Vegas, please go get tested right away, even if you're vaccinated like me and took all the precautions. So to let everyone know that you should go get tested because there are too many consultants getting COVID, and if you are feeling ill, go to the ER. I just got the bad news today. I have it. So please go get tested. It doesn't hurt. It actually tickled. Well, okay, come on. But I strongly recommend you go get it for your safety and others. If you test negative, please get vaccinated. The world will thank you. And it looks like this person's posting a picture from a hospital bed. So, you know, this might be one of the people who are vaccinated who will have a serious illness that needs to be treated in a hospital. Like, it's a reality, and I'm not denying that that's a thing. But these people are few and far between. And this person, I want to say, like, it sounds like I would feel bad for them if they had, you know, gotten vaccinated like they were supposed to, wore a mask, and still got it. You could say, hey, maybe just don't go to a convention right now, but like they were vaccinated, so I get it. Like, this person sounds like did everything right and still got fucked over by other people who were doing shit wrong. So if that's a message that we can all take from this, there's that. I need to put my life on hold for the next few days, meaning no lives this week. Oh, you can't work from home this week. I do apologize to everyone. I miss my paparazzi lives. I miss y'all. Yes, I have COVID-19 and had an emergency infusion for people with health issues. I am feeling a lot better after the infusion. Love and miss you all. I hope it was worth it. Good morning, beautiful paparazzi ladies. As most of you know, Kathy is currently under the weather as she unfortunately has been bitten by COVID. So if you have any questions about your jewelry, please notify me and I will do my best to help you. Until then, please continue to pray for Kathy and her hubby, Arlie. We love and miss all of you. And then what the fuck is this down here? $5 paparazzi and COVID testing vaccines free to all that come out. What? She's got a stall selling jewelry right next to people who are getting vaccinated. Like, okay, way to exploit the pandemic. You guys totally don't do that, right? People in MLMs aren't doing that. To all my customers, I won't be live until further notice, as some paparazzi consultants who also went to convention have tested positive for COVID, as well as one of my teammates so far. Hubby and I have been tested. Our rapid results are negative. We are waiting our PCR results, and if they are negative, we will retest next week to be safe. If you ordered anything off my lives this week, please note they are on hold and will be sanitized guys. Thank you so much for understanding, and please stay safe, mask up, and sanitize. And you know, did the husband ask for this either? Because he probably didn't go to convention with his wife. Maybe he did, but wife came home and got him sick too. That's great. That's nice. Oh no, but I could have predicted it. Yeah, all of us could have. Anyone with 2 functioning brain cells in their head could have predicted this would happen. Over 30 consultants and their families have tested positive. I think it's been more than that at this point, right? Sorry, due to sickness, I will not be live this week. Sorry, Pop-Tart's going fucking crazy. Okay, she's got the zoomies. Tonight's live has been canceled. Sorry for any inconvenience. Well, I mean, honestly, I don't think it's inconveniencing anyone but you. Prayers needed. COVID has hit my family. Maybe don't go suck face with a bunch of people in a stadium. How about that? Your girl is sicker than sick. I'll be live to show you all this hot jewelry that came in ASAP. Prayers appreciated. Yeah, because that helps. Hey guys, Alex here. I just want to ask everyone to please bear with us this week. I've been sick since we got back from Vegas, and Corey is the only one working the business. He's worked on pre-claims, gone live, counted all the bins, invoiced, and now is packaging all orders, no assistant. I only ask that if you definitely need help to message us. We hope you understand. Love you guys. So is whoever Corey is not sick then? He didn't catch the vid? Would anyone feel safe still getting something shipped to them from this household? Probably shouldn't. Imagine having knowingly hosted a super spreader event in a city with an indoor mask mandate and trying to hide, delete, and block any evidence, but also leaving up blatant evidence of your group's mask non-compliance all over your own Instagram page. Yeah, so we've seen these pictures. This is on Paparazzi's Instagram page. Let's see. In this photo, I see 2 people definitely wearing a mask correctly, and 1 person, it's kind of falling off of their nose, and then all 9,998 people behind them are not wearing masks. They're just leaving it up for everyone to see. 1 person here with a mask. This girl, your face diaper ain't doing nothing for you, hanging off your ear there. This one has a higher percentage of masks than we're used to seeing from paparazzi consultants right now. But again, here we are. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 maybe people correctly wearing a mask in this picture. Hey, 1 out of 3 ain't bad. That's 33% of people in this picture are wearing a mask. 1, 2, maybe 3 or 4. Very cute. Not a single person has a mask over their face on this one. That is a 100% fail rate right there. Oh, look at another 100% fail rate. Look at that. All over paparazzi's Instagram. But oh, don't mention anything about no one wearing a mask and everyone being sick. Don't mention it or paparazzi's gonna block you. This one is disgusting. What? You have COVID and can't go to work and make money? You know, if you had worked on yourself, you wouldn't have to worry about that. I'm sorry, what? A lot of people who are in paparazzi have said that they're not going to be working this week because they have COVID. And the ones that are working while having tested positive for COVID are just irresponsible. Think about this. A lot of businesses are mandating vaccines. You don't want to get it, so you're going to be let go. Talk about consequence for your actions or lack thereof. It is shocking to me that there are people who are literally willing to lose their jobs because they don't want to get a shot. And I think a lot of it is because of false information and conspiracy theory and shit, and these people are legitimately scared to do so. That's another issue in and of itself. Oh no, everything's gonna shut down again? You know what could happen? You just going back to work and about to be laid off again? Why are you not already working for yourself? Maybe you are working remotely already. Look, I'm not gonna message y'all and ask y'all to join me, but I'm going to publicly post and let y'all know there are options, and we are making money over here. So what are you waiting on? Click the link and hit that join button. I'm not gonna message you guys and ask you to join my team. I'm just gonna post it all over all of your Facebook walls. Here's the link. MLM Boss Babe said, holy shit, she went there. Now, if only she could see all her fellow consultants with COVID begging for money and Amazon gifts because they can't work. Right. Many consultants have tested positive for COVID-19 since returning home. Vaccinated and unvaccinated people have been infected with the Delta strain. Do yourself a favor and get tested. Las Vegas Review Journal reporting that COVID cases among TSA employees spiked. Oh, wonder why. Could that be a direct result from fucking MGM hosting a paparazzi super spreader event? I'd say a TSA agent is a pretty important job. So let's not put them out of work because you want to sell some $5 bullshit jewelry. And that's it. That's all the updates I have. I'm not going to continue adding to this. Get vaccinated. Okay, bye. They also said PSA. I think I can speak for most of us anti-MLMers when I say if you don't like us speaking about COVID or vaccines because you came here for MLM content or because you use this page to escape all of the COVID crap, please know that I don't care if you don't like it, not even one bit. I second that. That also goes for every time I ever say anything political and people say, I don't come here for politics. Hey, here's the thing. This whole video is a fucking PSA, dude. Politics and MLMs go hand in hand. You might deny that all you want, but you can just ask the DeVos family how that's fucking going. Oh, what's that? Betsy DeVos was part of the Trump administration and the DeVos family co-founded Amway? Okay, yeah, MLMs and politics go hand in hand. Now, obviously, this doesn't have to be political. This is a COVID thing, but I use your content to escape so-and-so. I hear it all the time, every single time I say anything political, and I know I'm gonna hear this shit from people who, I just want to escape the COVID crap. It's like, we would have escaped this a long time ago if people were just doing the shit that they're doing. And I'm sorry, but I have a platform and I have a strong belief in science, in the fact that the vaccine works, and quit being fucking selfish and just get it. Okay. Oh, and get vaccinated, protect each other, put your mask on. Hot people get vaccinated. And this is extra concerning because in Dallas, they don't have ICU beds left for children. That is terrifying. So that's where we are. That is the seriousness. And I personally am devoted to screaming this shit from the rooftops because my daughter just started kindergarten. I send her to school. Like, her school doesn't have a work from home option. It is in Arizona, at least where we live, all the schools are back in session. I send her to school in a mask. Sometimes I pick her up wearing a mask. Sometimes she's not. I have no control over what she's doing while she's at school because schools are not required to make people wear masks in where I live. That is concerning to me. I have a child who is under the age of who's allowed to get vaccinated right now. I think the next group of people that they're working on are 6 to 12-year-olds. My daughter doesn't turn 6 until March. I'm honestly just expecting her school to contact us and be like, hey, there was a positive COVID test, so now, you know, we gotta do all this shit. And like, just expecting my kid to get COVID, and it's fucking scary. It's horrifying. And to hear that there are no ICU beds in a place like Dallas, I live in a big city too, a big city that is full of a lot of people who don't believe in getting the vaccine. That's scary. And the last fucking thing I want is for my 5-year-old daughter to come home from school with COVID, let alone to have symptoms, let alone have to require a hospital stay. That's horrifying. And I know I'm doing all that I fucking can as a parent to protect her, but unfortunately, other people around me are not doing the same. And it's not just about my kid, it's about other kids too. I don't want other kids getting sick. So to hear this kind of shit, to see this kind of shit happening, to see all of these boss moms, mompreneurs, look at me and my paparazzi biz, going to a convention from anywhere around the country and then getting on planes, flying back. Like, this is the definition of a super spreader event. It's bullshit. You people are irresponsible. MGM Grand, you should be ashamed. Paparazzi, you should be ashamed. I'd say especially paparazzi right now because they're blocking people and deleting comments that have anything to do with this. So here we are. This is what happened. It's disgusting. I think it is irresponsible and nothing's gonna get done about it because America. If this video pissed you off, I don't care. I have no sympathy for people who don't wear a mask, don't believe in the virus, do shit like this, and then get sick. Oh yeah, and then that's the other thing, is that they take away medical resources from people who actually need them and believed in them this whole time. So many of these people want to deny modern medicine, and then, oh, suddenly when they need it, they love it, and they're gonna take it all up. It's like, oh, okay, so when you need it, now suddenly, oh, you guys should get your vaccines. Fuck you. Like, literally, fuck you. I am of the belief that if you do not have your vaccine, you're a selfish piece of shit. Unless you have a medical exemption. Because every reason that anyone ever gives you to be like, this is why I'm not getting my vaccine, it's always bullshit, or it's just an irrelevant argument. It's not FDA approved, they'll say as they chug essential oils. It's not FDA approved, they say while walking into their favorite Herbalife cafe. Lots of hypocrisy here. I'll close this out by saying, yes, get vaccinated, quit being an idiot. If you're mad, I don't care. You should be ashamed. All right, let's thank my patrons and my members. The list of people I'm about to read off are my financial supporters, and they get access to our patron and member-only Discord server. They often have access to videos early when I'm able to provide that. Not every video, but you know, I do my best when I'm caught up on stuff to make sure you guys get it early. There's a postcard club. There are merch deals. I give you guys merch codes every once in a while. You know, lots of fun stuff. So if that sounds like something that you want to be involved in, you can go to patreon.com/Savannah Anna Marie, or you can click the join button down below to join my memberships on YouTube. It's all the same. So the biggest thank you in the whole wide world goes to Elizabeth Wyatt, Eve Blondo, Nitty Dragon, Leanne, Lydia Jane, Creighton Byers, Maggie Haseman, Meredith Nakata, Molly Wasilewski, Quinlan E, Raya Mew, Sandra Mickelbust, Victoria Weiser, Alice W, April Lindblom, Boris Geller, Katrina Rosemarick, Claire T, Daniel Urena, E. Higgins, Erica Louder-Craddock, Jerry Duncan, Heidi Haw, Julia Wheeler, Kelly Creffield, Kim Cartwright, Laura Lynn Martin, Lizzie McQueen, Maddie Darley, Rachel McHenry, Samantha Jackson, Stephanie Hell, Tuesday the 13th, Lesbian Plantasy Liz, Tiffany Brust, Auntie Lou, Vamp Faye, Fallon Lowry, Sabrina Franklin, and Julia Nieberdowski. And to the rest of my fabulous patrons, thank you so much for being here and for being you. Even if you're not a patron, thank you for making it to the end of this video and not being a dick. Thank you for getting your vaccines and wearing a mask. Keep making waves, babes. I'll smell you all later. Mommy Tsunami, out.